Good afternoon, one and all. My sincerest apologies for the tardiness of this experience. I, well, my day's just gotten away from me. I don't know how else to describe it other than it's just gotten away from me. And I'm trying to bring up the stream, and it appears that the stream doesn't want to work from the perspective of I'm not sure I can respond to your questions. So I'm hoping, let's just see here if this will work. I'm doing something on this screen over here. So hold on, let's just see what happens. I do that, and that didn't work. I don't know. It's just been that kind of day today. So I'm going to log in over here to the Facebook page, and hopefully that will allow me to respond to your questions, and hopefully several people will log in and watch. And so anyhow, well, I hope everybody's doing well today. The topic of today's conversating was supposed to be about SMS messaging and how it relates to automation, and I know that was a big piece for everybody that they were kind of concerned about. So what I want to do is I want to just try to spend a little bit of time and see if we can kind of go over some of the choices that are out there. And let's see. Hold on. I'm bringing up the Facebook page in hopes that people will log in there and ask questions, and I can try to respond to them in there. I'm trying to do this. Hey, there I am. Okay. Well, if you've got a question, post it in there, and I'll try to help you. All right. Now that we've gotten all of that taken care of. So, depending upon what study you read and who you talk to, the common open percentage for an email out of an automated marketing campaign is anywhere between 5 and 25%. That's the averages. And that depends on studies you read and what kind of emails you're talking about and what your audience is, et cetera, blah, blah, blah. The current percentages that are being reported now for text messages that are sent out in an automated campaign, the open rate on those is anywhere between 75 and 95%. So big difference, 25 to 95. I mean, that's like a chasm of difference right there. So what that means is that your email might get opened, but your text message almost assuredly is going to get opened. So that being said, what are you going to want to invest the most energy and time in? Send a text message. So that being said, all of the automation campaigns I build for my clients include text messages. Almost 100% of them do. I think I have one client that didn't want text messages, and it was for a whole other reason. But the other thing that to keep in mind is text messaging or SMS, they're the same thing. Just technical term for it is SMS. Text messaging is what people call it, even though they're not really text messages anymore because you can send pictures and stuff. So a picture message is called an MMS. A text only is called an SMS. There you go. There's some definitioning for you. But there are a million different softwares out there that will do it. And again, I talk about this stuff from the perspective of ActiveCampaign. That's what I use. But question, do you have a basic framework for new lead SMS sequences? Yes, Jason, we'll get to that here in a minute. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the different platforms that you can use for SMS. I use ActiveCampaign, so the stuff I use is directly corresponding to ActiveCampaign. Now, if you use Infusionsoft or Drip or one of those other companies, one of those other companies, they have integrations with some of these, and some of these they don't. So I'm gonna do a little screen share here real quick. Hold on, there's my lovely background. I'm just gonna drag it into this window. There you go. Now you can see that. Okay, so I've got 6 different communication platforms pulled up here. All 6 of them provide text messages. They are all at different prices. They are all at different They all have different uses. They all have different levels of integration. One that I use pretty exclusively for my own personal business is Plus This. It's a great product. They have different pricing structures. If you have questions about Plus This, let me know. One of the ones that I give to a lot of my clients is Sales Message. It's inexpensive. It does the job. It's not anything fancy, but it works well. Another one is called ZipWhip. ZipWhip is for large scale businesses. They say they're not, but their pricing structure as such, as it sits today, is if you are sending potentially thousands of text messages to your clients a month. Another one is called TextMagic. It's more intended for large scale text messaging platforms and communications. So just kind of keep that in mind. Another one that integrates with ActiveCampaign is called Yeti Text. It's probably the second runner-up to Plus This. The first runner-up is Sales Message. Plus This, again, is my product that I use for most everything. Then lastly, a company you will hear people talk about is called Twilio. And Twilio is essentially it's the man behind the curtain. Twilio is the thing that most text messaging platforms run on. Meaning they use Twilio's technology to do Yeti Text. Like I know Yeti Text uses Twilio. I know Sales Message uses Twilio. Basically, they take Twilio's what's called API and they build their own framework, this thing you see here on top of it. That's how Twilio works. So using Twilio directly is complicated and requires a certain amount of intellectual effort that a lot of people just don't want to put in because you have to use this product called Flex. There are several different choices that you can use to actually take Twilio's product and build it out for your own purposes. So I hope that gives you kind of an understanding of what all of that looks like. So to go to Jason's question, a basic framework for new leads using SMS. The thing I would tell you as far as new leads are concerned is it depends upon what you want that lead to do. Like if it's just a person you're trying to get on board to give a quote, then just use communication like you would in the course of a regular correspondence. I mean, like there's no secret language to it as far as I'm concerned. I use, basic stuff. And Jason, if you want something more in depth than that, which we could be here all day talking about that, shoot me a message, man, and I'll be happy to jump on a call with you and see if I can help you sort it through, whatever you're trying to do. But just like I find that the best way to do text messaging is to communicate with people like you would if you were texting them individually. Like just communicate with them, talk to them, offer them silly things, be yourself, because text messaging allows you to be yourself. I mean to me that's the secret to it. I mean the only way to get those great open percentages is to be a human person. I mean, that's it. That simple. There, I've summed marketing up to you in one sentence. All right, let's see. We got a question here from Daryl. I use HubSpot and need to get figured out using Zapier and Twilio. Is this something you can do, or what do you recommend to keep things simple? Yeah, so HubSpot will integrate with many of those products that I just showed you. I would tell you probably don't go directly with Twilio. That's going to be a ton of development work Daryl, I don't know what your development skills are, but maybe you're really good at Java and PHP and all of those. If you are, then go for it, man. But I would tell you to do with Twilio, don't bother going with Twilio. You're going to want to use a Plus This, or you're going to want to use, I don't know if Yeti Text does HubSpot. Yeti Text has a partner organization that integrates with Infusionsoft directly. It's called Fix Your Funnel. I'm not sure if you would use Fix Your Funnel or Yeti Text. I can do that research for you if you want to know. I know Sales Message will work with HubSpot. I'm pretty sure that ZipWhip will work with HubSpot. I think it just depends upon how many messages a month you're wanting to send and what you're wanting those messages to do. I know Plus This will integrate with HubSpot. So again, if you have questions or want to hit me up, man, I'm happy to jump on a call with you and see if we can figure out how to do that. Let's see. Anybody else have any sort of questions, comments, or concerns, preferably related to this topic? No? Okay. Well, this was kind of high level. Again, if you have SMS questions or comments or things that you want to know about how to do SMS messaging, please let me know. I am happy to try to jump on a call and work some of that stuff out with you. If there are other questions that I can help you with, please let me know or post them in the group, because there may be other people that need that assistance as well. So hope everybody has a great day, and let me know if I can help you any further.